So here we are in the heart of Mother Earth. And in the heart of Mother Earth there are many layers, like the segments of a rock. And some of these segments are more crystalline, but other segments, there's destruction and murder. But if we go back 2,000 years, in one of those timelines, we find the feet of YESHUA as a 12-year-old boy walking on the land. He had come here with Joseph the Arimathea and his sister Lydia. And when he was here, he used to play around all these hills, and he stayed here for 2.5 years. And he had these acorns that he planted that grew into the Gog and Magog trees. And there was one incident where he had a friend called Nydia. She was the same age as him, and she was the daughter of Dutch traders. And they lived out at Meer. And one day, they were playing a game called cross sticks, where one of them would put cross sticks against a tree in the woodland, and the other would have to find it. Well, there was lots of laughter in the woods, but then there was silence. And Nydia came running out and, "Lydia, please come. Yeshua's in trouble." So when they went there, they found Yeshua. He was transfixed, looking at the cross sticks against a tree. And he had tears pouring down his eyes. And he was saying, "But Lord God, could you not give me something better to see?" For he was having a vision of his own crucifixion. But then Nydia laughed and she said, "Look, Yeshua, they've turned into a nice rose bush." And there was a blooming rose bush. So after 2.5 years, Yeshua went back to his mother. And then when he was 16, he went for a scene training. And then he paid a small visit to Egypt. And then he came back here when he was 18. But this time he came alone. And he looked up Nadia, who was living on a house on the Tor. And he stayed there with her. And he stayed here for 10 days, and he built the Wattle and Daub temple. And then there was one day he was walking through the woods at the back of Chalice Hill. And he was following the stream, and he was guided by Lord Archangel Michael to go to a clearing where there was a stone. And when he cleared the stone, there down below was the waters of the Red Spring running underneath. And he knew that they were imbued by the Holy Grail that was already buried in the hill. And he put his arms up and he made a prayer to God. And he said, "Give me the energy of the light and love, and that this water become a healing waters for all the people who visit. And that one day, in the future generations, that all people would know that he was here." So that's why I tell you. Well, then he plunged into the well and he infused it with his energy. And then it became the healing spring that it once was and could be today. We see Yeshua. If you think about the tree and the Christmas tree, the ones that get the most excitement about the Christmas tree are the fairies. For they come from many dimensions attracted by all the lights. So if you do have a Christmas tree and it has the lights on, if you see one of the branches moving, it could be a fairy sitting on the tree. And if it suddenly springs and then there's a light that rushes across the room, it's one of the fairies rushing off to tell their friends. So I just wanted to give you this truth about Yeshua in Glastonbury, for it's a very special place. And the tree of life. The tree of life is like our Creator or God. He's the trunk, and we're all the branches, whether big or little. For the tree of life is very special. And I wish you a happy solstice and a beautiful new year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.